This might just be the best accessory for your MacBook. This is the FusionDock Max 2 from IVANKY, and I've actually been waiting for this guy to arrive for quite a while because it is an unbelievably amazing looking dock for the MacBook, specifically for macOS, and it's pretty much exactly what I've been looking for my desk setup, because not only is it a Thunderbolt 5 dock that has triple display support, but 23 ports of connectivity and up to 120 gigabytes of transfer speed. This thing on paper looks absolutely amazing, and I have been waiting to get my hands on this because I have been struggling with ports and having to add extra hubs and USB connectors and this and power and everything. So I think this is pretty much the perfect hub for me. Obviously, there's a lot of Thunderbolt 5 hubs out on the market right now, which are looking absolutely fantastic for many different companies, but this one fits all of the needs that I have, and I'm going to go through a couple of them in a bit. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to unbox this thing. We're going to have a look at what it looks like, the build quality, the kind of ports that it has. Then I'm going to set it up, play around with it, get everything sorted out, which means taking apart everything on my desk, rewiring it all to this hub, and then just probably cleaning up and doing a little bit of cable management as well, which is going to take a bit of time. And then I'm going to come back and give you my thoughts of what I think after I've set everything up, how it looks. Obviously, I'll show you guys how it looks on the desk. Let's open this bad boy up. So that slow drop that's going to come from any minute now. Keep watching. There we go. I'm just going to put this over here. It did come with a UK power plug separately because it did. So, and that's not in the box for some reason. So this is, I'm guessing, all of the paperwork. Yep, I'm gonna have to look through all of that later maybe. Oof, dock is right at the top. This thing is wow. It is big, it is heavy, it looks juicy. I'm gonna put that aside. I don't know if the terminology juicy is very appropriate for this, but it is what it is. I'm gonna see what else is in here. There's something there. Oh, this is the actual power brick, which is delivering, from what I can tell and what I know, 240 watts. That's insane. That's insane. 240 watts of power this thing is gonna give out. And then it's got all of the kind of connectors that you want in it, which is really handy because some of the docks don't give you like everything. And that's why I was saying this is why I want to switch around and redo all the cables, because I want to use the cables that these guys have given me. I didn't actually know they were going to give cables, but they apparently have. So, oh wow, look at this. This is a double USB connector. This is one of those ones that connects both and takes up both of the USB-C slots on the MacBook. HDMI to USB-C cable, 4K 60 Hz. All right, cool. And then it's given a Thunderbolt 5 cable. All right, what's this last one? Oh, it's power, but it's US or some other countries. So I'm just gonna leave that one in there because I've got the UK one over here. I can take that off. Right. Insert dual USB-C cable here. Use USB-C port and cable for 4K video output. And then the rest of them are revealed up here. This is the dual USB-C notice. So this is where the dual USB-C port is. So you've got a whole bunch of these ports. So these are basically your display ports that you've got here. Then these two connect up to the laptop with a dual HDMI cable, which is fine. And then you've got a whole bunch of extra USB ports. You've got 2.5 gigahertz Ethernet port here as well, which works perfectly for me. I'm gonna be running another Ethernet cable down this way anyway. And then I've got USB 2, USB 5 gigahertz, so that's a USB 3. Might not have as many USB ports as I wanted in the back. but a whole bunch in the front. 5 gigahertz, I've got 10 gigabits, 10 gigabits, and then another USB 2, 2 USB 2. So I can obviously attach quite a lot of stuff. It's got an SD card reader and a micro SD card reader, and it's also got power delivery out, which I think gives up to an additional 30 watts of power or something like that. And of course a microphone jack, and then a nice little power cable or power button. Sorry, not power cable. It's got a power button. I'm going to set this up because there's no point in me blabbing about it and kind of trying to imagine what it is. This is a very bulky device. It pretty much looks like it's going to need its own dedicated space. It has got like a fan built into it. It's got really good metal build quality. You guys can kind of see that. It's got a nice blue sheen to it, which kind of goes really well with my room. It does come to question, where am I going to put this on the setup? But I've got another dock here, which is another Thunderbolt dock, slightly smaller, not as heavy, not as feature packed, but I'm probably gonna replace that one with this one. Well, not probably, definitely gonna replace that one with this one. My conundrum is, my predicament is that I do have to hook up a Windows laptop in order to get my work laptop working with the monitors when I'm working my 9 to 5. And it's obviously just a random Dell Latitude laptop that they've given me, nothing fancy, but I do need that still working with relative connectivity. I might have to set up a secondary dock for that, which is not the end of the world, but this says this is compatible only with macOS, not with Windows. I'll have to see, I guess, if it is compatible with Windows or not. Probably not. And if it isn't, then I've got a Ugreen dock, USB-C dock that I can actually hook up. And I might just rig that up. But this is going to be a project. So I will see you guys back. Well, for you guys, it's going to be no time. But for me, it's going to be a while. So I'm going to do all of this. And then I'm going to come back. I'm not going to record me doing this because it's going to be messy. So be back in a sec. So I am back, and it has actually been quite a while since I made that unboxing segment of this video, and I have set the dock up, everything sorted. It was a bit of a pain to do. I had to go in and rewire everything, but it is all now perfectly set up and connected to my MacBook. And I was right, by the way, that the dual USB-C cable thingy that I got was to connect to the MacBook directly, and that connects the dock up to the MacBook. So it's got that dual USB-C port on the dock, USB 1 and 2, that connects up to the USB 1 and 2 on the MacBook, and that gives power and connectivity and everything to the MacBook. Just as a note, I'm going to put B-roll of the dock and the setup that I've got here, but since it's been some time since then, you might see some different footage that I've taken at different time points since, I guess. So you will see how kind of the desk setup has evolved a little bit, but mainly focusing on the dock and how that looks. So what have I done with this dock? What do I think about it? What is it serving me? How is it serving its purpose? Well, previously I had a number of peripherals like my Elgato Stream Deck, my external HDD, which is like a 16 terabyte HDD that I have that mainly does backup of all of my footage and content from my SSDs. Once I'm done with them, once a project is complete or a piece of content is complete, I'll transfer it over to that HDD, and that just stays there on my desk connected at all times. Then a number of other things like my Logitech Duo, which I've got my mouse and keyboard Duo, and that also is connected to the dock. So everything on my desk pretty much that needs to be connected to my MacBook in order for my desk setup to work is now connected to the dock. There are 3 upstream ports at the back of the dock like I showed you guys before. Now what I've done is actually the left side monitor, I've got this vertical monitor on the left, that is connected to the dock by a HDMI port, and then my main display, which is the Asus ProArt 27-inch 4K display that I've got, which does the bulk of my editing, it's my main display, well, that is also connected to the dock but via the USB-C cable. So that's taking up one of the upstream USB-C ports, and the other 2, one of them I'm using for something else. I actually can't remember. I know for a fact though, but I know for a fact that's a USB-A cable that I've had to find additional space for, so I've connected to the USB-C port, but that's fine. And then the last remaining USB-C upstream display port that's there, I've actually used to bring a Thunderbolt 5 cable to the front. Previously, I was using that for storage, but then I started using a portable monitor as like a tertiary screen below my main screen. And because I've got like this little stand that's attached to my desk shelf, that's what it's called. And that basically helps to dock an additional portable screen. And that is now my setup. So I've actually got a triple monitor setup running through the IVANKY FusionDock Max. And that's the maximum number of displays it allows, and it is fantastic. The dock itself is really, really good. It's got a number of ports at the front. I have still access to two 10 gigabit USB-C ports and a 5 gigabit one, I think, as well. And those basically run my SSDs when I need them to. I've basically got my SSDs connected pretty much all the time because I edit straight off of those SSDs, and it is working absolutely fine. It's got really high data transfer rates, 10 gigabits of course. The Thunderbolt 5 connection to my MacBook through that dual USB-C cable means that it powers my MacBook and it runs everything off of it. And it makes sense that it's a dual USB-C cable to be able to output that much power, since I do have a MacBook Pro M4 Max, which is very power hungry. So it does make sense for it to have that dual USB-C connection. Now, as for the dock's performance, it has been flawless. No overheating because it also has that inbuilt fan. It's got that on and off switch, so I can just tap that and everything just kind of shuts down, which is great. It means that I can save some energy. And I found its permanent space right there next to my Xbox, where it is sitting lush and it is making itself at home. The dock itself has not had any issues. There has occasionally been this very quiet but not so quiet kind of buzzing sound coming from it, and that's just probably the dock running, especially when it's under a lot of stress from, say, if I'm rendering projects or if I'm doing a lot of heavy editing or just lots going on with the MacBook. Obviously that's running through the dock and coming up to the displays. Every now and then it makes a little bit of noise. It's nothing major, nothing that I can't just ignore or anybody can't just ignore. For the most part, it is very, very silent. Now, one other thing that I want to touch on is I did say that it was meant for Mac, and that's probably because it's got that dual USB-C connector. However, I have actually been using it with my Windows laptop. So the work laptop that I mentioned earlier, the Dell one, I've just been plugging both of the USB-C cables in. One gives it power and the other one gives it display. I guess I can run it with even just the one. It doesn't require so much power. The connections and everything works fine. It does come up with a notice that not everything might work or something like that. I can't remember what it is. It's like this Windows notification that comes up. But for the most part, everything works fine. I have not seen any issues with it. No stress on the laptop, no stress on the dock. So I guess you can use it with Windows. You might just not get as much connectivity and features through it or the maximum speeds and stuff like that. But it does work, at least to power your displays and basic peripherals like your mouse and keyboard. It does work. However, if you are after a dock for your Windows laptop to stay docked at all times, this is not the one that I would recommend, because again, it's not really built for Windows. I am just using it because I've discovered that it works, and I only need it every now and then when I'm doing my 9 to 5 stuff. Majority of the time, however, it is connected to my MacBook, and that is what I am running with it. So for the MacBook, it is perfect. For a Windows laptop, I would suggest something else, probably something with DisplayPort technology, because that's what Windows uses and will be able to give you more out of your Windows laptop than this dock can, because again, it's not really meant to be compatible, but it just seemed to work because I don't really see why it wouldn't. If you are in the market for a dock like this that just has so much connectivity, so many ports, and can run your MacBook without any issues because you're basically putting just that one cable into it, then I would definitely recommend the IVANKY FusionDock Max. It is an absolute beast of a dock. I think it's probably one of the best docks on the market with the largest number of ports that I've seen on a dock, and they're all pretty well placed, because one of the things that I was annoyed about was some of the cables that I wanted to stay hidden because, you know, they're just the ones that will always stay connected to the dock. For a lot of the docks, they would be at the front, and it was really annoying because then you just have cables sticking out the front that you didn't want there. Whereas with this dock, the only cables I've got at the front are the ones that I need to access all the time, and that's absolutely fine. And everything else I can connect to the back, and that has been one of the biggest reasons why I was really after this dock. Now, the team at IVANKY did send this dock out to me and paid for some content around it. However, this video was not part of that deal. So everything I'm saying in this video particularly is my own. They don't even know that I'm making this long form video. But yes, they did send the dock out to me, and I'm very grateful to them for doing so, because it is absolutely perfect for what I need. Highly recommend it. I will leave a link down in the description box below for you with a code for some discounts. So if you do intend on getting it, then you can use that link to purchase. I hope this video was useful to you guys, and it has helped you find out more about this dock. It is an absolute beautiful dock as well, and it looks very nice on the desk, so there's that as a bonus too. If you did enjoy the video, please do hit that like button. Helps out the channel a lot. And if you do have any questions about anything that I've said in this video or about the dock, then leave a comment down below. And if you enjoy my content in general, then consider hitting that subscribe button. I will leave it here today, guys. Until next time, this is Kai24 signing out.